Hello and welcome back, and today I have something that finally came after a pre-order from July 26, 2020. This is the Devil Toys Perfect Master Revenge Edition. So it came in a larger box, and we have a somewhat more plain, smaller box here. What I'm wondering is if it's going to have another box packed within, but let's not waste too much time on this, pretty basic brown box. I have a feeling it's just a protector box, and let's see what's inside. And I was right. There was another package within the package. This actually had another layer of clear packing on it, but I did remove it because it is way too reflective for the camera. So here is the whole box, the Perfect Master, illustration on top. And we have the nice type on top and the logo. On the back is their pretty cool design. Talks about who designed the box art, their website, all those things. Yeah, it is a nice premium looking box. And so let's go ahead and see if what's in the box is worthy of our collection. Okay, inside here we have another cover. It has a pretty good packaging as far as like the interaction, the reveal as we get deeper and deeper. So I want to be careful with this because I don't want to tear it. So we slide this out, more of the illustration. And then we have a foam topper and what's inside the package. Let's go ahead and see how this is packed from the beginning. So, we've got him here, we've got his boots, his jacket. His head looks like it's on there sideways, but overall, I mean, it was packed well, and it seemed to came just fine. So, let's go ahead and get all this together and see what all our accessories are. And here we have the Perfect Master. So the face actually had just fallen off. It has an interesting way of attaching to the base of the head, but the head itself was not off. But yeah, this guy is pretty cool looking. I mean, he's very sinister and dark, and he's definitely got a presence. Now, on the top layer, we had packed in another set of hands. We had, looks like a gun hand, a claw, which I think I like the claw, a gas mask or respirator, which is a little interesting for a skull guy to be wearing. And then below him, we have another set of accessories. So we've got some sort of peg and a mini skull. We've got a pretty cool looking gun. Actually, quite a few cool looking guns. Another set of claws. Some canisters of whether it be grenades or, yeah, it says explosives, so it would not be a gas canister. We have another one that's also explosive. And over here we have two types of pistols. Pretty nice looking revolver. All this stuff has some really nice detail and panel lining and paint. Then a sort of double barrel shotgun type of pistol. And then we have two additional heads. We have the semi-translucent helmet with a mono eye. And then we have another skull with a makeshift eye patch. And you can see under here how it attaches. It just has a little peg and it rests on there. I'm not sure how secure that is, but that's the system they have designed. So yeah, these are really nice. There's some nice glossiness on there, as well, just a whole variety of different colors. And I guess you can kind of change things out. Well, I mean, not really. There's not really replacement parts. But yeah, these are some nice looking weapons. So let's go ahead and try out a couple other modes. So this is a really cool thing. So the face mask just snaps on there. It has a little bit of a reverse form in the back that fits over the skull just nicely. The actual shotgun has a barrel that can drop for reloading, so you can put the shells in his hand like he's putting it in there. Now what's interesting is one side has sort of a normal hand, which is the gun hand, and the other side is the claw. So you'd be able to sort of change out just those two options. So you wouldn't have two hands or claws, which I thought would be kind of nice. It's really just left hand claw, right hand is normal weapon hand. Wouldn't say human because I don't really know what he is as far as a creature. So, but this thing looks really cool. It has basic posability that you'd expect with any kind of figure of the scale. I do feel like the leg joints are a little bit looser than I would expect. Like the knee's not bad, but the ankle itself, and maybe it's because it's used as a ball joint, has a lot of movement and it doesn't have a whole lot of resistance. So it might have some drooping or sagging issues to be concerned about. But you can see here how it's pretty easy to move ball joint. But they do cover the joints very well. You have the pants going into the shoes. We've got some shin guards, some knee guards. The fabric on the pants is really well done. Little pockets, even some, not Velcro, but it looks like it has a flap on here, but it does stay up. Got a belt. Typical movement. The pants are a little tight in this region here, so that's going to affect your posability a little bit, but nothing too terrible. He's got a jacket with a working zipper, which is really cool. The scarf is nice, but the thing about the scarf is that this part wants to stay up, so I might have to sort of stuff it in there and just make it look a little bit more natural, I think. But yeah, this guy's really cool. And then as far as the faces go, so I'm going to pull off the mask. The face just pops off. You can see the under design, and you can either just pop on the new skull. And I prefer this skull. I think this one is much nicer, though there's some really, really nice detail in here. You can see how it's almost this stone look on here. But we have this other nice head, and then of course the more cyborg type head. Which is also very cool. But yeah, I really dig this guy. He's got some good possibility. I think as far as anything that stands out that I'm not a fan of, and this is probably comes with the nature of this type of figure, is the ball joint on the wrist. I would have liked to see it hidden a little bit better. I don't know if maybe there was anything really you can do about that other than putting some sort of fabric. But it's not the end of the world because he already does have sort of a robotic arm, so it does blend in there well enough, but I still see it as sort of a ball joint. We've got the posability here. We do have rotation at the bicep. Cloth goes all the way down into the bicep. Basic shoulder movement. Let's see about the waist. We've got some torso movement there. So he's very posable. He's very cool looking. I think he's definitely worth my collection. Probably worth the wait as well. I hear these guys, that's just how it goes with them. You pre-order something and it takes a long time to get it. So nearly a year from the date of ordering, I finally get it. And I think it's worth my collection. I think it's a really cool figure. But let's go ahead and see what he looks like with some other 1/6 scale items. So here he is with the Soldier Story figure. He is a little bit smaller. I think the helmet really adds some mass onto the Soldier Story figure. However, that's minor. Overall, I mean, visually, they're not going to work well together, but I think they're going to look fine on the shelf together. And even though these guys are not the same scale, I have been displaying the robot on my left from Joy Toy with this scale of figure, and I do think it goes pretty well. The aesthetic of this really matches closer, as well as the detailing and the distressing. Where the Soldier Story is about realism, everything on it still looks pretty fresh and minty, where these things look like they actually have a little bit of experience in the field. So anyway, that is the Devil Toys Perfect Master Revenge Edition. I think it's worthy of my collection, probably worthy of my top 10 of toys I'm getting this year. Let us know below if it's worthy of your collection. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.